Hi! It's been a while. 2 years ago, I uploaded a video called I'm Tired of Hating My Life, and since then, everything has changed. I made that video because I felt stuck in a life that I hated and I didn't want people to feel as alone as I did. The intention was to continue to check in and make videos on how I'm making that change, but after I made that video, I kind of disappeared. And that's because I went through the worst year of my life, but it ended up being the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't even know what this is gonna be, but I tried journaling and I literally couldn't even write anything because I just have so many thoughts, I guess. I'm stuck. I feel very stuck. I wish I was independent, and I want to be, but I just have so much fear and anxiety, and it's really hard sometimes. But I just feel so stuck. Like, I feel so just trapped, and I hate it. It's kind of funny how fast your life can change. Since making that video, a lot has happened, so let me fill you in. First things first, and this one's gonna probably come with mixed reviews, but I finally quit my job at Target. I actually haven't worked there in almost 2 years. I quit very soon after I posted that video. I honestly kind of got myself into a predicament making content on a job that I didn't like. I didn't want my internet, I guess, personality to be surrounded by something I knew I was gonna end, so I don't know, it was kind of weird. I really hope you didn't just subscribe for Target vlogs because I can't make those anymore. I'm very sorry. But yeah, I hated that job, but it gave me some of my best friends, so for that, I'll always be grateful. The most difficult thing I did was end a 6-year relationship, and it was a very drawn out breakup that at times became manipulative and abusive. I had been with him for the entirety of my adult life up until that point, and I don't think I knew how to be alone. I don't want to speak too much on it, but I think we both did things in our relationship and after that we both regret. You know, when I was younger, I used to think that life was just black and white and people were either good or bad, but the older I get, the more I realize life is gray and people are just human. So because I quit Target, I got a new job. It was at a car dealership, and I finally felt like I got my big girl job. Like, I had to dress business casual and I was making a bit more money. But I very, very quickly realized I hated the car industry, and not only that, I hated my actual job. It was as a BDC agent, and if you don't know what that is, honestly, neither do I. It's like between a receptionist and a salesperson. So like if you call a dealership and are interested in a car, you're most likely talking to a BDC agent, and then once you want to talk numbers, they'll transfer you to a salesperson, and it's just kind of a pointless job in my opinion. But the job did help me get a new car, which I named Aurora, and I loved her. And a couple months after I got her, I totaled her. I can laugh about it now because no one else was involved and I'm okay, but at the time it was definitely a rough point. In this time, I started talking to one of my friends romantically, and it very quickly became a toxic situationship, for lack of a better word. I hate that word, but it's what it was. I think we toss around the word situationship very flippantly nowadays, and unfortunately, I think a lot of women can relate to being in that situation, but there is a real trauma that comes with having someone tell you that they love you, but not being able to commit to you and kind of breadcrumbing you and then ending it suddenly. So it was a really difficult thing to go through, but it taught me a lot about what I deserve and what I'm looking for in a partner. So for that, I'm really grateful for the lessons that it taught me, but it permanently shifted our friend group, and I regret that a lot. The new job did help me make some new friends, and it was at a time in my life where I really needed a support system, so I'm really grateful for that. And I also just want to touch on how grateful I am for all the friends in my life, new ones and old ones alike. I don't know how I would have gotten through what I did without them, and I always say this, but like, my friends are the
reason I wake up in the morning. They're the air in my lungs. Like, they are the reason for living. Like, life is worth the living. I love my friends. So thank you to all my friends watching this. Thank you. I remember a time in my life where I was really, really, really lonely. And I wish I could go back in time and tell, 20-year-old me who didn't really have anyone that one day I would have a really amazing support system. I started getting back into acting. If you didn't know, that is one of my biggest dreams in life. And I didn't do anything too crazy. I was an extra in a project that I freaking technically don't think I can name because it's not fully out by the time this video will be uploaded. But it is a big project, and if I told you the name, you would know what it was. But I was an extra on that, and that was super fun. And I was also I also starred in a little short film, and I don't know, they weren't really big things, but I just love being on set, and being on set is my happy place, so it lit a fire under my butt to keep working towards my dreams. Also, they cut my hair for the big project to be era appropriate, so honestly that took the entirety of the 2 years I've been gone to grow out. It was like this horrible wolf cut because it's set in the 80s, so like I needed to have an 80s haircut. They gave me terrible bangs. It was a whole thing. Is that a wasp? No, that's a little ladybug. That's cute. After healing a bit from my breakup and my situationship and all that, I ended up meeting a really wonderful guy through my new job, and he is just the sweetest, kindest, most caring guy, and I'm just really lucky to have him. I traveled a lot. I went to Savannah and New York and Florida a couple times, and I actually ended up flying back home to LA to say goodbye to my childhood home, and I drove back with my new boyfriend, and that was super fun. And then, shocker, I quit my new job because I hated it worse than Target. So now I am a house manager, and I essentially got to choose my own schedule. So I have just a much better schedule than I did at my other jobs, and it's still a survival job while I work on other things, but I love it a lot more than my previous jobs, and yeah, it just gives me the time and freedom and money that I need to do the things that I want to do. So now you're all caught up. I think that about covers everything. Honestly, I think that shit needs to hit the fan before it can get better sometimes. I think back to the girl that made that video, and I honestly don't recognize her. I think you always know deep down what you want to do. It's terrifying to leave a relationship that you've been in for a while or quit a job that you don't like, but you always know what the right move is. You can only grow outside of your comfort zone, and you can only be brave when you're scared. I have grown so much in the time that I've taken away, and I'm really proud with how far I've come. One of my favorite quotes is, "You can't become who you want by staying who you are," and I think that's really applicable. And now that the first few tiers of Maslow's hierarchy of needs of mine have been taken care of, I can get back to doing the things that I really enjoy and really love. And with that, I think I hear my water boiling for my tea, so let's go inside. And it's also really hot and bright out. Come on, let's go. Ooh. Oh my goodness. For as long as I can remember, I've wanted to be a content creator, even before the term content creator was a thing. One of my favorite things to do as a kid was to make silly little videos with my friends, and throughout middle school and high school, I'd post YouTube videos hoping I'd be the next Zoella. I didn't care what camera I had or how long I rambled, I just loved making videos. It never amounted to anything, and watching those videos back, I understand why, but it was a creative outlet for me, and I loved it. But eventually something changed. As different platforms grew and being an influencer became an actual job, understandably, people's content got better. I started watching Casey Neistat, Elle Mills, Life of Riza, Colt Kerwin, Natalie Lynn, and a bunch others, and while I felt inspired, slowly I began to feel inadequate. I'd mull over ideas, procrastinate, drown under the weight of perfectionism, and what was the outcome? I stopped posting. Something that I wanted so badly and that sparked me so creatively, I stopped working towards. And the longer you stay away from something, the harder it is to come back. Can I get my tea, please? I saw this video recently that said, if you're not posting content, you're not a content creator, you're a perfectionist with a camera. And I felt very called out because I am a perfectionist. I have a fear of not being enough, of not being creative enough or talented enough. And actually, in preparation for this video, I started reading the comments of my other videos for the first time in a really long time.
and it was really encouraging. I love making videos for myself because they're fun and I just enjoy doing it, but I think that videos are meant to be experienced and shared by others, so thank you so much for the support. I don't quite know what kind of content I want to make moving forward. Honestly, I really loved vlogging. I think it's just going to be a little bit more complicated because I'm obviously not going to film in other people's houses because like that's what I do now. I'm a house manager, so like it's not going to be the same as my Target vlogs, but I do really enjoy vlogging and I love making cinematic videos, so I suppose I'll do something in that category. But I may be inspired to do a video on a certain theme or topic. I don't really know yet. The reality is there are so many other content creators out there that have done it all and probably better than I ever could, but I think there's an art in using your unique voice because no one's gonna be exactly like you. I want to create. I miss it, and I'm excited to get back to it. I'm really sorry it's taken me so long to get back, and I can't promise a set upload schedule quite yet, but just know that the gears are turning and I have ideas. I am working on things, but I just have to work through self-doubt and the perfectionism a little bit. One thing I can confidently say though, I don't hate my life anymore.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah. Anyways, that is all that I have. Don't have anything else that I need to talk about. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos if you are watching.
So thank you so much for watching, and
bye! Goodbye, please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. Like the video, you're amazing and beautiful. That's all. Okay, bye.
But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully there's gonna be more videos in the future, and love you guys. I hope I get a lot of subscribers, I guess. So yeah. Bye. Boop. But yeah, I'm really excited and I'm really happy to be doing this, and you know, welcome to my channel. Ding!